So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with a new video for you guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing two new products for you guys. Here I have with me the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Foundation. This is supposed to be like a 30-hour wear foundation, and they did come out also with the concealer, which is the Superstay Activewear Concealer. Again, 30 hours. So I'm going to be reviewing both products for you guys, as well as doing a little check-in just to see how the foundation is looking and performing. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, share. If you guys are subscribed, thank you. I truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And as always, get comfy, get a snack, get your brushes, and let's jump right into the video, guys. So like I was saying, we are going to go ahead and review the two products. So I am just going to go ahead and kind of pull my hair a little bit back. So like I said, here I have the Maybelline Superstay 30-hour, or it's actually the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. It's supposed to be worn up to 30 hours, which we will see. I am going to be doing a little bit of a wear test. I will be checking in with you guys. Right now I don't know the exact time, but I will leave it on the screen. Obviously I'm not going to wear this foundation 30 hours, but we are going to see how it looks throughout the day. I'm going to wear it pretty late at night just so you guys can see how it did wear on my face. So it does come in 24 shades in the Ulta website. This does retail for $19.99, and I am going to go ahead and read the claims and also put them on the screen for you guys. So it says the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Foundation lasts up to 30 hours, long wear, full coverage with a light as air feel, seamless, and it's a matte finish. So it's full coverage, transfer resistant foundation, sets new standards with high performance up to 30-hour wear. It's oil free and provides a seamless natural matte finish. So it does come with the pump like the other one. Now I am going to tell you guys, the 24-hour one I love. That is probably my favorite foundation from the drugstore because I feel like it gives me full coverage. It's not heavy on my face, and I just really get a very full seamless coverage, so I love it. So if you guys don't know, this is what that one looks like. I know mine is pretty beat up and abused because it is very well loved, but again, this one is in the shade 310, and I actually got this one in the shade 310. So I am going to go ahead and prime. We'll use a favorite primer. So I am going to be taking the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Poreless Primer. I really love this primer because it really does cover up my pores. Like, it really does fill up my pores, and it makes any foundation that I wear super seamless. So I am going to apply it. This is a silicone type of primer. I know a lot of people do not like that, but I don't mind. And I am breaking out really bad. I feel like I'm gonna be getting my monthly visitor. That's why I am, breaking out like this. Now I am going to be doing half of my face with a sponge and half with a brush, just so we can see, how that works. If this foundation performs anything like the 24-hour one, I know I'm going to love it. So honestly guys, I really do have very high hopes for this foundation. Now I'm going to actually pump some in my brush, and I'm going to take just one pump. I'm going to go ahead and dot it. So I feel like the match, the shade is pretty much the same as my other one, and I am going to start blending it like I would normally do. And it's honestly looking really good, like my 24-hour one that I truly do love. Now this is just one pump and it looks really good. I like that it really honestly feels the same as my other foundation. super full coverage. It does have a little bit of a matte finish, but I will say, guys, it's not like a super powering, like extremely matte finish. I feel like me, like I have dry skin, I feel like you can still wear this foundation. So I am actually loving this coverage with the brush. And by the way, guys, this is my Wet n Wild foundation brush. It came in a set. I know you guys can find these at Five Below. They're like literally $2, $3. And I just been loving this foundation for this brush for my foundation. So now we are going to go and use the sponge, and I'm going to take the e.l.f. silicone sponge, but I'm actually going to use just the sponge side, and I'm going to do about 2 pumps because you guys know that a sponge will absorb some of the product. So I am going to go ahead and just dot it on, and I'm going to start blending it. So it did cover a lot of my breakout. So this is the sponge side, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I feel like I like the sponge side versus the brush side. I just feel like it looks like even more blended out, but honestly this side doesn't look bad either. I really do like both, but right now I am really preferring my sponge side. I'm gonna take a little more and just work on my problem areas where I feel like I need a little bit more attention, because like I said, I am breaking out a lot. So again, so far I really like the foundation. Like I said, I really like the 24-hour one, so I feel like I'm gonna really like this one, guys. Now I'm really excited about the concealer. Again, this is what it looks like. And again, this is the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Concealer. Now, this does retail for $11.99 at my Ulta. That's where I got these at. And on the website, it did say it had a total of 16 shades, which honestly, I'm not sure if that's what the Maybelline website has it as. I do know that sometimes Ulta will not carry like the full range that the actual brand has. So, yeah, I did find on there that it had 16 shades. I'm going to go ahead and read the claims for you guys, and then we will go into the concealer. So the Maybelline Superstay Activewear Concealer is a full coverage and delivers up to 30 hours of wear. This matte concealer wipes out dark circles and imperfections. Its transfer-resistant formula provides a second skin feel. It is ergonomic comfort, and Curve Flex applicator provides even and easy application. It's breathable, lightweight with a light as air formula. So again, the finish is matte, so we're gonna see how it wears under the eyes. I usually prefer more of a hydrating concealer under the eyes, but we will give this a go. So again, this is what she looks like. I got mine in the shade 15. I'm not sure if it's too light or too dark. We are gonna find out. But I will say that the doe foot applicator is a bit small for what I'm used to. It's really tiny, so I'm actually very curious to see how it's gonna work when applying it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some. So the shade is not too bad. I feel like I could have gotten maybe a shade darker. It's fine. So we are gonna apply. So I feel like you have to really go in there to blend it. So like I was saying, it does look a little bit lightweight. Again, this side with that I use the brush, I'm gonna use a brush to blend it out, and on the other side I will use a concealer. I am gonna go in with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. This is a really good brush, and I'm gonna start blending this out. Now, it does claim to be a full coverage. I will honestly say this does not feel like a full coverage. It is very lightweight, I will give it that. But I feel like it's more to a medium to full coverage. I'm going to go ahead and layer it to see how, how it does. But right on the first application, I wouldn't consider this a full coverage. And honestly, guys, the doe foot is super small. Like, I do not like this. I really have to go in there a couple times to get like a decent amount of product. So this is the second application, and still to me it's not looking like super full coverage. It is matte and it really does feel lightweight under the eyes. And it doesn't look bad. I'm not going to say it looks bad because it doesn't. Now I'm going to go on the other side and we're going to blend it out with the sponge to see if that gives it any bit of a difference. So again, I'm going to apply. And I'm very confused on why they made that applicator so tiny. I'm going to take my sponge and we are going to blend. So I feel like since the sponge absorbs a lot of the product, it gives it a less of a coverage. So I'm actually just going to apply it and blend it out with the brush because I'm not liking the sponge. So I am gonna say that I do like the brush with this concealer. I feel like the sponge takes away some of that coverage, so I would definitely recommend a brush for this. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the other points of my face just so we can set this. And the rest of the face I am gonna blend it out with a sponge. Now, I am going to go ahead and set this on camera, and just to keep it in the Maybelline, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. This is an amazing powder. I actually think I'm out of it. And I am going to go ahead and set this. And it's actually setting pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. It looks really nice under the eye right now, so I will give it that. Now, I am going to do my full face off camera. We'll be back just to let you guys know what I think of both products. So, I am back with my full face all done. And I'm going to give you guys a close-up so you guys can see how everything looks with all my products on my face. So, the foundation, guys, I really like it. I like how it applied both with the brush and the sponge. Now I will say that I love it a little more with the sponge versus the brush, but I really like this. Right now currently 1 p.m. so I am going to be checking back around 5, and then we'll do like a, before I take off my makeup, we'll do another check-in. Now as far as the concealer, it's very weird, but I like the application more with a brush versus the sponge, just because even though it says it's full coverage, in my opinion it's not. I did 2 layers and even then it didn't look full coverage, or what I consider full coverage. So this, so far, it's an okay product for me. Now, like I said, I do like the brush versus the sponge a lot more, but I will tell you guys that when I set it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, it really goes well together for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're both from the same brand, but once I did layer my powder, it looks really flawless and really good. Again, we're gonna do a check-in maybe around 4 and 5, and then I'll do one later in the nighttime just so we can see what our face is looking like. I am not going to be touching up my makeup or anything, so I will see you guys in a later check-in. So this is my first check-in, and it is 4:30, so we've had the foundation on for a little bit over 3 hours, and I'm just gonna see how it looks so far. And honestly, guys, it looks pretty good. I'm very surprised, but at the same time, I'm like kind of not. My foundation looks really good. The concealer does not look creased at all. It looks pretty smooth under the eyes. So far I am really liking it. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a more close-up. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna do one more check-in at the end of the day once I'm ready to remove this makeup, and that's when we will really talk about like what I think, my thoughts, and how it's looking then. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hello guys, we are back with the last check-in. Right now it is currently 9:30 p.m. If you guys hear any noise in the background, those are my cats. And I do have a kitten, so she is pretty playful. But we are going to go ahead and see how this foundation and concealer have been holding up on our face. So I have not touched up my face at all. Now, I want to say that the foundation looks really good. I have had this foundation on for 9 hours at this point, and I can just tell you it's actually holding up pretty well. Now, I did have a mask earlier today because I did have to go pick up my daughter at school, but other than that, it's holding up really, really well. As far as the concealer, I really don't see any creasing under the eyes, which is always good. Now, if you guys want to know my honest opinion from these two products, I think the foundation is definitely worth it. It looks really nice for 9 hours. It's put together. I don't look too greasy. Even though I do have dry skin, sometimes when I do wear certain foundations, like I will start to look a little greasy on my T-zone, but the foundation looks really good on my skin for 9 hours. So I really like this foundation. As far as the concealer, the only thing I have to say is personally, I really do feel like this is a really small doe foot applicator. I wish it could have been a little bigger. Now, as far as the full coverage, I honestly don't feel like this is a full coverage concealer. If anything, I feel like it's a medium to maybe full coverage. If I were trying to get a full coverage look and I needed a full coverage concealer, this is not the one I would pick up. I have other ones in my collection that are even more affordable and really full coverage. So that's the only thing. It's not a bad concealer. I kind of feel like I would use this for the everyday because it covers enough, but again, to me, it's not full coverage. So I would pick this up for my no makeup days, if that makes sense. But if you guys pick up anything from these two products, I definitely recommend this foundation. So yeah, guys, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.